It's Act 3, baby. Let's do it. It's funny. I actually am not in Act 3 yet. You've been misled. I think I probably have a paragraph left of Act 2, but potentially like a chapter. I don't know. We will find out when we find out, but I don't know if I'm ready for Act 3. I thought it would be quick, but now that I'm thinking about it, there's a lot of information that needs to be revealed. And I really don't want to be an info dumper. That's not me. Well, sometimes it is, but listen, it's fine. Sometimes I don't mind reading info dumps, actually. Like, I think if you're info dumping the payoff of a book, then I am not supportive. But if you're info dumping something that is just like the information itself is really interesting and it's like backstory or context, I'm fine with that kind of info dumping. Like, you can just tell me your whole backstory. You can just tell me that. I think where I don't want info dumping is at like the heart of the story. So if it's like a mystery and you're trying to find out who the killer is or something, and the way that you find out who the killer is in an info dump, then I'm like, come on. Moral of the story is, this is definitely a part of the book that should not be info dumped though, so. Oh no, I have the hiccups. I can't dictate with the hiccups. I shake my head over and over again. I say, I can't. I have the hiccups. I can't do this right now. I want you to really savor this moment and this lighting because it's gonna go away very soon. Very soon you will never see me in good lighting ever again. Because I start my new job tomorrow and it's like I actually will be working from 8 to 5, which is the normal working hours of the world, and I'm aware of that. It's about 10:30 currently. You are gonna be mad at me because am I even done with Act 2 Part 2 is the question we're all asking ourselves, but maybe you weren't asking because I said that I finished Act 2 Part 2 and I thought that I had. I literally needed to write like a cliffhanger of an ending, and I said I was gonna do that on Saturday, and then I got the hiccups. No, and then on Sunday I was at a coffee shop and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna quick finish up this scene. Literally a paragraph. And then I was like, okay, let me just read from the beginning of the scene to see like, does the flow work? Because it's a scene that's entirely dictated, and so I just kind of wanted to go through and like actually add in punctuation and like space it out so that it's actually a scene and it's not just like a giant paragraph of dictation. So I did that, and then that took me like that entire coffee shop time. To be fair, I was not there for very long, but I was supporting Cameron at the chess tournament, so I was at a chess tournament also. It was very confusing. Anyway, I mean this morning, just now, I was like, okay, just finish out the rest of that scene. And it still took me 25 minutes to kind of go through, and I also added in some more. I fleshed it out a little bit more. And I still have not finished this scene yet. I got through all of the existing stuff. It was kind of a longer scene than I thought it was. Little did you know, I'm now going to dictate the ending of that scene, that cliffhanger, because she still needs to like get mad. Okay. I also don't know. My character is in a very weak emotional and mental spot right now, and I'm worried that the decisions I'm having her make are because they fit for the plot and not because that's what she would actually be doing. Because I need this explanation to happen here, but I don't know if she would really be sitting down to listen to it. But she is. So I just need to make sure that that is good. It just feels there's something off about this scene. But Then I'll finish up the scene, and then I'll actually, shockingly enough, start Act 3. It says 6:11. Why am I whispering? It's 6:11. It's not even that early. Let's go to a coffee shop. Okay. Fine, I'll do it. It's Saturday. I started my new job this week and it's been great, but any change that happens, you know, is gonna impact your productivity. It always just does, and that's okay. I don't think you guys understand how early in Act 3 I am. Have I even started Act 3? I think legally, yes. Well, actually I have two problems. And the first is that my apartment is a little bit messy. And the second is that I would like to finish the book. The ambition is not talking to me. Like, I don't know who she, like, the thought that I have how this evening is gonna go, I don't know if that's connected to what my energy and me personally is, but I'm gonna attempt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna alternate. So I'm gonna alternate 10-minute cleaning sprints with, did we say like 40-minute writing sprints? It's just very daunting because I don't want it to feel like it's a jigsaw, like it's cut and paste, and that it's like feels like all these different things combined. Like, I don't want it to feel like that. I want it to feel cohesive, but I think that fear is holding me back from just doing it. Oh.
Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that.
Tuesday. I need you to know, this is so unrelated. This is so unrelated to literally anything, but cabbage, the vegetable cabbage, menace to society. It's great, good for you, tastes fine in things, good to put in salads, a menace. Okay. Listen, it is so overwhelming. You cut a cabbage and it's like, I have 18 cabbages worth of cabbage. There's so much cabbage in a cabbage. It's starting to lose meaning. Listen, I need to just show you. I just have bags of cabbage because I cut it up and it's enough for an army of soldiers. That's what they should send. I'm gonna just show you something really quick. And I'm not gonna hear any judgment about it, but it's part of the reason why cabbage is such a menace. Listen, it is going to be cleaned now, but like, That was just from chopping it up. It's like 8 p.m. I am so tired, everyone. But you know what? I'm gonna work on my book for 40 minutes. First, I'm gonna clean up 80 pounds of cabbage. Probably enough for a small child to eat for a whole year. Okay, if you're looking for a good soundtrack, just seasons 5 and 6 of Doctor Who, like, I'm just emotional. And now I'm gonna write, okay? I promise. Hi everyone, it's me again. Are you shocked? Are you shocked? Are you shocked? Guess if it's morning or evening. Guess. Right now, guess. Comment down below. It's evening. I have never procrastinated this hard. Well, that's a lie. I just want to be done. But I need to do it before I can be done. You know? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get over it. I'm going to get over it. It's not going very well. I thought maybe if I said it 3 times, I would feel it. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna do the thing that I have told people to do. I'm going to walk for 5 minutes on my walking pad with a song that will get me pumped up. And then I am going to write for 1 hour. And I'm going to get a lot of progress done. And it's gonna be great. And we're all gonna solve world hunger. And it's gonna be excellent. So I hope you're excited about that. And now I'm gonna actually do it. Okay, let me put my shoes on. Draft always feels just like so anticlimactic, you know? That's my way of telling you I finished it. Well, okay, but did I? Yes, I don't know. I did not write an epilogue, which was in my original initial revision plan, was to write an epilogue. So one could argue that I did not actually finish, but here is my plan, okay? And you can make up your mind if the plan is rooted in I just want to be done with this revision, or if the plan is actually smart. So let me know down in the comments down below. An epilogue, if I do one, there's some loose ends that I don't know if I need to tie up or not, because I think like what happens in the book might have already explained them, but I don't think I'll know until I like read it and see like, is all of the information that I've given about this character enough to give you closure on them, right? So any epilogue I would write would be essentially like, okay, what are all the loose ends that need to be tied up? my goal is that when you are reading this book, you get to I don't know if it's the midpoint, but you get to Act 2, Part 2, essentially where I started writing new scenes. You get to that point and you don't stop reading it. It's kind of my goal is that you can't put it down from that point till the end because there's just so much information being revealed and like so many things happening, right? And so I'm going to read that all like a reader, you know, and decide what I need as a reader after reading that. Do I need like a fluff scene? Do I need an explanation scene? Do I need something ominous? Like, what do I need as a reader after reading that? Not today. And then after that, I'm gonna do a clean through of it. So I said this like a long time ago. Early days. It might have been my second video. Where the way that I think about drafting is that, or like, I think about it in phases. So the first one is making it exist, right? And that's the first draft. The second is making it make sense. And I'm still in that. I think my second draft, this draft, probably, no, we'll see. I'll see. I feel like it makes sense now, but I'm gonna need a reader to tell me if it makes sense. If I get the all clear that like, yes, this book makes sense, right? It's a good book. It does the job. Then I go through and make it beautiful, which sounds bad. Like there are a lot of things in there that I think are really well constructed and scenes that I think are really well paced and like descriptions that I think are really good. But that has not been the focus of any of my revisions yet. And so while there may be those in the draft, like often from draft one, or if I'm like feeling jazzy, I'll throw in it, right? That has not been my focus. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna go through and make like every sentence a piece of poetry, because I don't really believe in that. There are some books like Dark Academia, like, okay, sure, slay, like give me the poetry of every sentence, but like I can't actually read it because it's just like too exhausting. Like simple sentences are good, right? And so I'm not gonna like make every single sentence blah, you know, but I am going to like look at my chapters and my scenes and like, okay, does every scene have a clear like goal? It's more about like the interior scenes, like is the flow of the scene good? Is the pacing good? Do the sentences like need to be there? I'm a big overwriter, so like cutting things that don't need to be there. Yes, and then so doing kind of a draft of that after I have it with a reader. And then I'll probably at that point send it out to one more round of beta readers to see. And at that point, what I'm looking for is not necessarily like, here's a bunch of suggestions of what the book could be, but rather as the book as it is, right? So it's like, are there any major things that consistently across the board everybody has an issue with? Because what is my takeaway from this challenge? I mean, it was good because it made me actually do it. It's kind of crazy because during this challenge, I ended up leaving my job. I got a new job. My life looks not that different, but like pretty just different, you know? I really thought Act 3 was gonna be really easy, and it was not. It was so hard. My chapters in Act 3 are either 5,000 words or 500 words. Like there's no in between, and I'll work on it. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me on this journey.